Carne, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue. That very auto dealership is where I got this car we're sitting in right now. I'm sitting here with Stellar West, who are about to play live in the car. The Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue, in between Main and Dempster. I've been driving a Mazda CX-9, this luxurious, super safe, but really kind of fancier than I deserve, Mazda CX-9 from the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. If you're looking for a car, if, say, you wrecked a car recently, Parker of Stellar West, this would be a fine place for you to go to get a new car, the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. All right, let's turn on the Facebook Live.
It's Car con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
That guitar is going to whack me in the face. It's totally going to... look at that, we're on Facebook Live. That's Stellar West in the car.
Hello.
This Facebook live stream from the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. Stellar West in the car, 3/4, 75% of the band. We're sitting here in a parking lot in Glen Ellen outside Papa Saverio's Pizzeria, which apparently is a chain in the burbs. I've got a 20-inch pizza on the way.
Yes.
You're young. You've got high metabolisms. You can help me put that away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best.
All right, but before I feed you pizza, before we talk about your band, before we talk about the Kermit the Fraud EP, the newly released Kermit the Fraud EP from Stellar West, I'm going to make you sing for your supper.
For sure.
All right, so what are you going to play?
We're going to play Regatta. Yeah.
Track 2 off our upcoming EP, Kermit the Fraud.
Kermit the Fraud. I was just listening to it on Google Play Music on the way here.
Awesome.
Available
Wonderful.
for streaming. Great album. I played a song from it a week or two ago on Demo 312 and 101 WKQX. This is a great song. There's a banjo in the backseat. There's a tambourine,
Yeah.
a stuffed frog, which really serves no purpose other than visual interest.
That's Cole today.
Pretty much.
He'll be cool, you know?
A stand-in.
Yeah.
And before we play, I should mention the dude at the vape shop has no idea what's going on right now. He keeps looking in here. I think he'd rather be out here than inside the vape shop right now. But the vape shop, not too busy.
No.
No. Don't vape, kids.
No vape.
Yeah, okay. All right, so it's Stellar West performing live in the car. It is Car con Carne. I'm going to tilt that so they can watch you. Have at it.
All right, 1, 2, take it from the top. The sky is an unseen indigo, looking inside a kaleidoscope. Kids who are begging for some more. It's not what you want, it's what you know. When we go out traveling through the sea, look into your eyes, water streams, anxious affection, feelings left unshown, living in seclusion, all alone. Maybe it's time to make a throne. Maybe, sitting and answering the phone. Pick it up. I wanna close my throbbing eyes. Well, I'll never sleep, I can't stay fly. When we go out traveling through the sea, look into your eyes, water streams, anxious affection, feelings left unshown, living in seclusion, all alone. Maybe I'm colored like gotta wanna be overtied. Maybe we're stranded on an island, study the glistening tide. Maybe I'm colored like gotta nautical paradise. Living a home, I'm out spooky, but I never been outside. coordinate every single groove. Get out the way and let me move. Why you always in red clay? Like kids in the sandblock Castle Bay. When we go out traveling through the sea, look into your eyes, water streams, anxious affection, feelings left unshown, living in seclusion, all alone. Maybe I'm colored like gathered, wanna be overtied. Maybe we're stranded on an island, study the glistening tide. Maybe I'm colored like a gathered, not a cool paradise. Living a home, I'm out of Fuji, but I've never been outside.
Look at that, Stellar West. Look at that,
Yo, is
Stellar
that
West.
Matt and Aiden?
Yeah, shout out to
Sweet.
Bummed Out.
Bummed out.
Love Bummed Out,
Yes.
former or alumni of Carne. Pat
Oh,
Gleason,
yes.
he's a top fan. He says hello all. Pat Gleason, a good guy.
Hello, Pat.
That's Stellar West. Thank you for doing that.
Of course.
This is a great week for you. I've got to figure out this camera thing. This is terrible. I seriously, I've been messing with it, and I
There you go.
cannot get it to be what I need it to be.
perfect.
This is a big week for you. The Kermit the Frog release show, if you're watching on Facebook Live, is happening tomorrow, as in Friday?
Yes,
Where's that?
tomorrow at the 105 in Naperville. It's the address is 231 South Washington Street, and yeah, it's right next to, was it the Mustache Parlor? I don't know.
Some hair salon.
Yeah,
Right behind it.
it's right in the middle of downtown Naperville. We're playing with Bummed Out actually, and our good friend Tay Norwood. Yeah,
That's Bummed Out's playing tomorrow?
yeah,
On
they're
this
playing
show?
with us.
They're cooking up the research.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
cooking up the
shit.
research.
I love those guys.
Yeah,
They're amazing.
and yeah, the show's at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so you are Stellar West. We're going to stop the Facebook Live so we can get pizza. The entire interview, we're going to talk about your music, your history, car crashing, whatever it takes. We're going to do that over a 20-inch cheese pizza. I hope you were cool with cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, of
I
course.
decided to order before I met up with you guys just because I knew it would take forever.
Mhm.
Okay, just
But it's all good.
cheese
Pizza's
safe, right?
pizza, man.
It's a
Yeah.
universal.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live. Carne presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. Stellar West. Go see them in Naperville.
Au revoir.
They speak French too, which is amazing. Adios, bitches. All right, and we're back. This pizza's stupid, is what it is.
Yeah,
All right, so
but it's the best.
it's heavy. Feel this, Parker.
Dang, it's a good it's a good amount of
30,
pounds.
40 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, after you leave here, you're going to practice, right?
Yes, we do.
This is the big rehearsal before the big show. Right?
Yes, so there's a little dress rehearsal at the venue actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we're getting sound check as
Wait,
well.
dress rehearsal? Are there costume changes?
Yeah, no. But you
Well,
know.
you can see tomorrow if there are.
yeah. Come out tomorrow and see if we're wearing costumes.
Yeah,
you know?
JC wears some kind of weird Game of Thrones thing.
Oh, you know it. I've worn Spider-Man before. We all have.
Some kind of like Ren Fair.
Oh yeah, we
outfit.
were all Spider-Man one time.
That was fun.
Okay, I
How are we gonna
can't
do
even
this?
describe this. I've got this 20-inch pizza, and it looks and smells delicious. I have it kind of resting on the steering wheel. I can't distribute this. This is kind of on you, dude. Like, I can't even open
Oh,
the
man.
box wide enough.
Sick.
This is nuts. Okay, so
You're in the mic of the pizza.
my hands are relatively clean. Can I pass? If I grab
Yeah.
by the crust, can I pass some back?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
All right, here are 2 pieces.
Wonderful.
There's more where that came from. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Okay, careful, quick.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Fortune favors the
True.
bold. Okay. God. All right, I need to hand this to you after you hand off the box, right?
Yeah, so I'll give the box.
This is,
Thank you.
and me, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait.
All right, thank you.
All right, so let's talk about Stellar West's history.
Mm-hmm.
I first became aware of you 3 years ago, and it seems like the year 2016 is when stuff just blew up for you.
Yeah, that was our first album.
Well, not only the first album, but that was also the year you played Riot Fest.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, that whole year was crazy.
So how did it start? Did Riot Fest precede the album or vice versa?
Well, what it was this contest. So they had like everybody in, Chicagoland area write a jingle for Riot Fest. So me and the band, we got together and we wrote this song in like 5 minutes, and then we recorded it, and then we just submitted it, and then we won.
This
and
is
it was
one
sick.
of the many
It was
reasons
awesome.
I love Riot Fest. The fact that they
I
do
know,
something-
and they just let us play, and we were only supposed to play just that song, but they let us play like a cool little set. It was sick.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, so also that same year, AP wrote you up as one of the bands to know under 21 years old.
Oh yeah, top 7 bands.
I'm saying all this like you kind of forgot it. Like, oh yeah, that happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
we did
like-
Riot
it's-
Fest. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah, we're-
how old was I? 2016. I was like a freshman. It was crazy.
Yeah, me too. But what's interesting now, that particular list, the list of 7 bands in 2016, I've now had 2 of the 7. I'm going to hunt down the remaining 5. I had Dollskin from Arizona. Now I've had you guys. I've got like a checklist, a punch list to go through of under 21-year-old bands. All right, so that was 2016. Take a step back. Oh, so you were a freshman back then.
Yeah.
Here's a general truth about high school bands. They suck.
Yeah.
Universally true. But anyone who's been to their friends' bands performances in high school, they've been kind of painful. You guys aren't painful. You guys are musicians. You guys know what you're doing. You're
Thank you.
You write good songs. Have you all been playing since you were really young?
Basically,
Pretty
like,
much.
yeah. Like I started out with piano and then moved on to guitar.
Musical house.
Yeah, basically.
So you're kind of born into it. It was in your DNA. It was-
Yeah. Like both my parents are like artists, so like, we got like that art thing going on.
Now you've got a punk rock style and attitude. Starting in Naperville, I've been to Naperville.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to be angry about. Like if I were in a band from Naperville, I'd be writing songs about I got sunburned on my deck. The parking
That
lot
could
at
be
Whole
punk,
Foods
too.
on Saturday is hell on earth. I mean,
Those would be cool songs though. Those would be pretty cool.
I guess my question is, what are you angry about?
Just random little things, So we just get like sunburns. That could be something.
It could be.
Just, like,
Sunburns
just a little
just really
Whole
thing.
suck.
Foods is really punk.
Whole Foods. So
Foods.
punk.
Are they less punk now that they're affiliated with Amazon, or now that they're owned by Amazon? Does that mean they sold out?
Jeff Bezos is a skinhead, so they got the punk cred.
All right.
They do have the punk cred. And then another thing we were kind of tangentially involved with together. You were a finalist to open up for Metallica when
Oh,
they
yeah.
played Soldier
Yeah.
Field.
That
This
was
was when I was working at the Loop. You were one of the local finalists. Local H was kind of a ringer, but they legitimately applied for it and they won. And
Yeah. That was crazy.
they were local H.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there were a bunch of good bands that made it to that top 10. It was you, and it was Blood People, and it was the Evictions. Really, like solid bands. The Hamburglers, of course, made it to the top 10, and they only do songs dressed as the Hamburglar from
Yeah.
McDonald's, and
It's awesome.
yeah, instead of lyrics, they sing "Robble Robble." They made it to the
They were
top
awesome.
10 because this is Chicago, and that's
Yeah.
just we're weird and we roll like that.
Yeah.
So we have a mutual friend in the form of Adam Krier from
Yes.
AM Taxi, Lucky Boys Confusion. On a related note, that AM Taxi album, Shiver by Me, from this year, one of
Good
my favorites
album.
so far this year.
Yeah.
Holy crap. How'd you get to working with him? Because he's a
Yeah.
mega talented and obviously very busy dude.
Yeah, so he's been like... So I met him at School of Rock, and he's been teaching me ever since for 7 years. And then like I went away from School of Rock and then just kept working at Sound Summit. So shout out to Sound Summit and Charlie Dresser, who works with Adam. And yeah, we just like known him for so long, and he's been working with us as a producer and just like as our mentor in general.
Love
And it's
him.
awesome. Yeah, he's a man.
So when you go to your dress rehearsal tonight, as we're recording this, he's going to be there working with you guys.
Yep.
Yep.
I love that he's kind of an elder statesman at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, in between everything you do during the day, you had time to work on this new EP, Kermit the Fraud, which is a very punk rock name. Let's be clear about that.
Really is.
Taking a beloved childhood character and
Yeah.
yeah.
Deforming.
Tell me about the EP. 4 songs.
Yes.
I mentioned that we're parked in front of a vape shop earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem kind of shady? Like what?
Yeah, it kind of looks shady.
In ways.
Like, does it seem like a money laundering outfit? I don't. There are a couple dudes just kind of hovering there. I don't know if they're all working there, if they're just
You're just tired,
Like, are
probably.
these guys
people hang
watching
out at
this?
vape shops.
I don't know. They're loitering.
You got the headphones on.
I don't really understand what happens.
Don't go in that back employees only. That's all I gotta say.
No,
Yeah.
it's clearly a trap.
Yeah.
All right, so Kermit the Fraud, like I mentioned earlier, it's available on all streaming services. It is fantastic. It's too late as you're listening to this show to see you in your EP release show. Do you have anything planned for the rest of the summer?
Yes.
I know. The next show after the EP release show, we will probably have more, is June 8th, which is
the
in
Badass Art and Music Festival in Elmhurst, I think. So,
You say
Yes.
the Badass? That's Evans' thing?
maybe that's the name.
But yeah, it's the Badass Art and Music Festival.
Yeah, I think that's...
It's at Fitz and Spare Keys in Elmhurst.
which is a fantastic place.
Yes,
Yeah,
love
it's
that
a cool place.
Right in downtown Elmhurst. So, okay,
Yeah.
we can see you there.
For sure, yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, and we can listen to you online. I think you guys are great. I mean, it's all potential. I think your songwriting, I mean, even the difference from 2016 to 2019, I can track your growth. You
Yeah, it's crazy.
You keep getting better.
I was so happy to just like put out this EP because like the only things we had recorded was from 2016. It's me and my high voice. Like I can't sing.
Yeah,
I can't sing most of those. I can't sing most of those songs anymore.
That's
and like our
hilarious.
style changed drastically and just like
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
play like the 2016 songs like at all.
Yeah.
Nothing
like
against
sometimes
them.
we play
but,
it
like,
for a throwback.
our set
It's
tomorrow.
like it's a snapshot of who you were then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I get it.
And we still have so many more new songs even
Yeah.
after this EP.
There's a good like 9. So
Yeah,
And adding.
you know, maybe an album. You
Fantastic.
know, crazy.
All right, so I'm going to stop recording so you can eat this pizza, which is clearly too difficult to do as we're actually recording. But I think you guys are great. Thank you for doing this. And StellarWestOfficial.com is the website.
Yes.
yes.
Yep.
And Stellar West on the Facebook.
Stellar West Official on Instagram, Stellar West on Twitter, you know, everything.
Fantastic. All right, love you guys. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no
course.
problem, man.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
man.
having us.
Carne is presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston.